Well, hello, beautiful ones. How are you? You know I love you. Thank you so very much for coming to this new channel, Indigo Tarot. I really, really appreciate it. So this is going to be your forecast for all signs. These are the general energies I'm seeing for the week of February 8th through the 14th. Okay? Let's get started. So, my gorgeous ones, looks like some of you, well, let me say this. Because these are general energies, Spirit will always want you to know, they're going to remind you that it's always up to you whether you want to accept and allow these energies or deny. And that's kind of up to you, and it's your perception. It's your world you're creating, your perception. So, some of you are going to have a really, really, really good week ahead. Others of you, depending on how you get this information, will not. You won't think it's a good week, but you got some good changes coming. So, here we go. In your first position, sorry. So, in your first position, this is you. You had an offering. This is for your love. So, you had an offering of love, and it is the Knight of Cups. So, this tells me this is very emotional for you. It's felt on an emotional level. For some of you, I feel like it's a letdown, like you wanted more. For others of you, I see that you're riding high with it. I see that, um, yeah, I'm seeing a lot of things. So I'm seeing some of you are really happy that this has happened, but you're sort of still being a little leery. Where others of you are, it was a disappointment, whatever this offering was. And others of you, it was a shock, kind of, because you couldn't believe that it happened. Now, what's crossing you, now this is in your now, so this could be now to the next couple of days, or it could have already happened. So what's crossing you is Spirit, and this is Spirit's advice. I hope you guys can see that because the lighting is a little different. So this is Spirit's advice with this situation, and you have the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands tells me that some of you have met someone. This person, well, actually, I'm hearing highly intelligent. For some reason, this person's highly intelligent. They want you to know that. That was for someone or some people, because that was like the major thing they wanted to say. This person's highly intelligent. The other thing is that this person may not be a fire sign because it's a queen for me. So queen means that they have a lot of passion. They may act like a fire sign in the way they approach you, which is like a Leo or a Sagittarius or an Aries. I feel a lot of Aries and I feel some Leos. I do feel a little bit of Sagittarius, but it's not for this offering. And I feel like this person's at a point in their life where they do want to start a relationship, but they're not just going to do that with anybody. They're like wanting to fall in love. Yeah. So, Spirit wants you to know that this person comes with passion. This person means what they say. Especially, like, I feel like if they're a Sag, they're going to tell you the truth if you ask them. So you got to ask them the questions. Okay? And if the offering was given to you and you're not necessarily in agreement, or you were a little disappointed in the offering, it wasn't because they didn't. It wasn't because they weren't just giving you a lot. It was because they don't really know what you want. That's what I'm feeling. Okay, so that's for some of you that are single. For others of you that are coupled, you do get this offering. I feel like your partner is very passionate and into you right now. And I think it's because you guys came through something. And the reason I say this is because this is for all of you, though. For many of you, you had a decision to make, and you did. Some of you had to put your foot down, keep your boundary, let them know what you wanted, let them know what you didn't want, and you did that. And that was hard for some of you because it's hard for you. A lot of you are very giving and loving others and giving others, but then when it comes to yourself, you don't give yourself that same respect. And so this is a lesson for you guys, for a lot of you, to understand that I am just as important as the other person. And you're so used, and some of you are so anxiety ridden that you're so used to like going for the next thing and going for the next thing and going for the next thing that you'd forgotten to stop and figure out what you really wanted. So this decision helped you move forward and receive this offering. Now, for some of you, this offering may not look like you wanted it to look, but it is what you're wanting. That's for some of you, but you'll know. I'm hearing some of you are trying to control it too much. Some of you are trying to control the relationship too much. And although you should have your boundaries, that's what Spirit's saying, although you should have your boundaries, don't try to control the actual relationship or love itself. It's unconditional. It should be open and free. And I'm not saying don't have your boundaries. I'm not saying that be so free that you can, if it's not according to you that somebody should be dating other people, that you should be open and let them date. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that you cannot try to control every situation and every aspect of what you expect them to do for you, or for you, them to do for you. So they want you to relax and be open to the experience. Okay? Now, that's a lot of information. So, and that's because it's a big group, and I'm saying for all, and there's lots of different situations. So you will know that you will know it's for you. You'll know the message is for you if it resonates, if it feels right for you. Okay? That's how you know it's for you. Okay, so in your fourth position, this is at the beginning of the week. You have the Page of Wands, so you do have news. And this news will cause you to take action. So even though you got an offering, others of you, some of you get the offering and the news. But with this news, you have to take an action to enjoy it. So let me give you an example. If somebody says, and it's fast moving too. So if somebody calls you and says, hey, I want to, let's go out to dinner, or let's go to this concert, and you're like, what? I'm not even ready for a concert. You don't know what's coming at that concert, or you don't know who you might meet in between there, or you don't know what's going to happen where you and that other person actually become closer. So, but it's your choice. So you have to make an action. You actually have to do something to receive this. Okay. For others of you, this action is going to cause you so some of you are at the point of separation. And so this news that you hear is going to cause you to go one way or the other. Okay? You're going to have to take an action. Okay? That's not for everybody, but that is for some people. Yeah. Yeah, that's what they want me to say with that. Okay, so in your fifth position from your higher self, I always ask your higher self, what is the one message they want to bring through to help you move forward in love? And you have the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands tells me that you do have separation coming for some of you. For others of you, they want you to know that you're moving to the next level with your partner if you allow it. Some of you are being stubborn, but if you allow it, okay? So, and others of you, you're going to meet this person and it's going to go fast, and that's what they want you to know. And for others of you, you are taking a trip. They want you to know that. Yeah, I see taking a trip, and some of you moving to the next level and moving in with someone. So I see that. But this is important for you to know. This is what they want you to know. They want you to know that you are moving fast. Some of you, it may be faster than normal. For others of you, you may think that it's not in the way that you want, but it is, because you can't see everything. So they're saying trust Trust that we heard you. Trust that we know what you want. And but it's always your choice to whether to accept and allow or deny it. Yeah. So at the end of the weekend, you have the Three of Swords. So for many of you, many of you, the Three of Swords tells me you have a separation coming. And for some of you, that is a breakup. But for some of you, you understand because you're just dating and the breakup's fine. You just wanted them either in or out. And this is like a definite in or out, okay? For others of you, I don't feel like a big heartache. I don't feel big heartache break. I just feel like, okay, if that's not the person, then, you know, I'm open for the next person. But that's because you kind of already knew anyway. This isn't a surprise. But I feel like it's official towards the end of the weekend. For others of you that are partnered, I feel a separation, but it's a separation because of, well, some of you are separating because of emotion. Like you may be living together, but you're sort of keeping your distance because you're both going through something. You're trying to figure your way out. But for others of you, I feel a separation because you're actually leaving. You have to, either for work or for something that's unplanned, that you actually have to leave. So that's what they want you to know, that some of you, this is what this is about with this. And some of you, I will say, when you leave, if you're just dating somebody and you have to leave, you have to go out of town, or that person has to go out of town, it is going to cause not just a separation, but an actual breakup. Okay? I wish I had better news, but that's what I'm seeing. But that's because a lot of you are wanting to clear. A lot of you are understanding. A lot of you have been following me for a long time, and you're understanding that there's some clearing that you have to do. So you're like, if I have to let go, I have to let go, because there's something that I really, really want coming. Okay? Now, in your seventh position, this is your fear. So you have the Five of Swords. Now remember, if those of you that have never seen me before, a fear is there to remind you of what you want and what you don't want. Okay? That's all it is. So understand what you don't want and then focus on what you want. Let that go. Okay? It's just a fear. It's just there like a GPS. It's just there to sort of help you realize what you don't want and focus on what you want. All right? So you have the Five of Swords. So for some of you, I see that you've been dating and you've been dating and you've been dating this person, and you're waiting for the other shoe to drop. You're waiting for something to come to light. You're waiting for this bad thing that usually happens to happen. And that's a fear. But let me tell you this, you're a powerful, powerful being. If you focus on this, then you will bring that about. Okay? And for some of you, you are intuitive enough to understand that that is going to come about. But is it because you focused on it, or is it because that's what you called into yourself? That's what you called into your realm. Okay? So be very, very clear. For some of you, it's just a fear, and you sort of tell yourself half the story, but focus on what you want. Okay? Yeah. Now, in your eighth position, this is the way a loved one will be viewing you and dealing with you. I do see separation. I do see them trying to decide which way to go with you, with this relationship, with this dating thing. And that's how they'll be handling you. They're sort of waiting to see. Let me say this. Spirit wants to say this to a lot of you. You're beautiful, beautiful souls. You've done a lot of work, but you're bringing your habits into this relationship that has come to you. And so this person, that's not what they signed up for. When you met each other and started dating, you started vibrating at a particular vibration. And that's what that person thought they were getting. And now they're seeing something different. And so they're trying to figure out, all right, am I going to like continue on this, or I need to get out now, because there is something different that I want. Not better, just different that I want. This is not what I wanted. All right? Now, for others of you, no, that's for all of you, actually. I'm sorry. I don't see anything different. I see that this person is looking at you this week and trying to figure out what I want to do. What I want to do. And I feel like this person gave you an offering and then you're so disappointed in the offering because I don't know, because of your habits, that they're really taking a look at what they want. They're looking to see. It's almost like she doesn't appreciate me or he doesn't appreciate me, so I need to rethink this. And that's how they're handling you this next week. Okay? This is why I've said this before to all of you. There are reasons why these pages and knights come in your life. They are practiced for your king or queen. Okay? Because even though you think you're ready for love, even though you think you're ready to open your heart completely, you have these habits that you're bringing in here. And I'm feeling like this is what's been going on for the last month, 2 months, 3 months. Yeah. And I told you, this guide keeps saying don't fuck it up. And you're right there at doing that. So don't do that, because this person is only going to take so much. They have been through too much to take any of that. All right? I know, Spirit's being harsh. I'm sorry. I love you, though. Okay, so in your ninth position, this is your hopes and dreams. You really want to. You really, really want to have gotten over this crap that you've had and have moved forward. You really want to see the beauty in everything. You really want to have that love again. You're really, really wanting to do that. But some of you are not there because of several things. Like I'm seeing a whole bunch of different situations. Some of you are not there because you're like trying to control every step that you make. And I understand that. Spirit understands that because you've been hurt too much. And you're like, if I cannot control it, then I am not going to move until I can control it. But the love that you're wanting is not about control. Because that's a different relationship. Now, others of you are just refusing. But you want to be here, but you're wanting to stick here. You want to be here. You want to see the love. You want to move forward. You want to get through something that's so devastating to you. You're like, I'm stronger than this. I can do this. But you keep your thoughts here in this tragedy, in what's going on, and what's happened to you, and who did what to you. So for those of you that don't know, I have a new channel. We're talking about the 12 laws of the universe. I would go over to that channel because we're really, really going in depth. I just put out the history and origin and the first law. And this is going to help you move through. And that channel is called Concepts Create Reality. So I would really, really... See, this is in your realm, so you're going to get through it. You always do. This is your hope and dream, that you can finally be here. And you can. It's a matter of choice. And I know that's easy for me to say because emotions are a different story, but it is really a matter of choice. Now, in your 10th position, this is the overall outcome and the key card. This is what you'll be dealing with and getting through. You have unexpected opportunities coming your way. And for those of you that have been dealing in work, I do see work coming in here, where all of a sudden, wow, I can't believe that happened. And that's what this offering is. But this is on your path. Okay? So, some of you are meeting somebody. Some of you are moving to the next level with somebody. Some of you are understanding and getting out of this phase of trauma and moving forward. It's a whole bunch of different scenarios for a whole bunch of people. I love you, love you, love you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so very much for following me over from the other channel. I so appreciate each and every one of you. I'm sending you lots of love and light. Bye.